This is a tragic case for all families involved, but especially the victim who has died.
An arrest is made in connection with a murder at a Palm Coast nursing home. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley says deputies were called to the Gold Choice Assisted Living and Memory Care Facility on North Old Kings Road early Wednesday morning. There, they found a 77-year-old female resident dead.
After a 15-hour investigation, major case detectives led by Detective Crosby arrested the 72-year-old offender at the nursing home. He's been arrested and charged with second-degree homicide and is booked in the Sheriff Ferry Hall Inmate Detention Facility. We extend our sympathy and condolences to the victim's family and hope that this arrest brings you some closure, knowing that the offender has been arrested and will be held accountable for his crime.
72-year-old Cliff Moody will be held pending arraignment. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. Flagler Beach police officers may see a pay increase. Police Chief Matt Downey will be making a recommendation to hike starting pay for new officers. Existing officers would also get a raise. Currently, Flagler Beach police officers start at $17.70 an hour. The hope is to increase that number to at least $22 an hour.
Right now, you can go to Buc-ee's and make $17 an hour. So part of it's recruiting good folks and then retaining good people. And that's what we're all about here, is getting the right officers to our small city, which is an incredible place to work. We've got a great pension, a great take-home car program, a great incentive for education. If you get an A, you get 100% reimbursement all the way up through a master's degree. So if we can increase the starting pay, I have 2 vacancies right now that it's very difficult to hire because we're the lowest paid in the county and, pretty much the lowest paid in Volusia and St. John's as well. So getting up to be competitive. We don't need to be the top of the heap as far as pay, but to be able to compete with other agencies, in my opinion, as the chief of police, I think a pay increase is needed.
Flagler Beach police officers haven't gotten a pay raise since 2016. Chief Matt Downey says his proposal will be in to the city manager by the end of the month. The final decision on a pay hike rests with the city commission. Palm Coast is preparing for the August primary and November general election, and there's one important matter that City Council must act on. Lawmakers will need to sign an agreement with the Flagler County Supervisor of Elections to administer the polling as they have in the past. Mayor David Alfin says his experience with the office overseen by Katie Lenhart is second to none.
And I say that not just to say it, but I just recently came back from several days with the Florida League of Cities, where we talked about a great many issues, one of them being past, present, and future elections. And I can tell you the comments I heard should make us all very proud of how well managed and administered our local elections are here. So it's been my experience that if you go and visit the Supervisor of Elections office, they could not be more gracious in their greeting and their helpful attitude on any questions any resident may have with regard to voting.
Councilman Eddie Branchino praised Lenhart.
You have been a wealth of information. The few times I needed you, you were there. So only one compliment. Keep on being the straight shooter you are. Don't sugarcoat anything. Do it the way you've been doing it. And thank you for your job.
The City Council will vote on approving the agreement when it meets on May 17th. The primary is August 23rd, and the general election is November 8th. Touch a Truck is back and bigger than ever in Palm Coast.
This year, the City of Palm Coast Public Works Department will outdo itself for its second Touch a Truck event on May 21st from 10 to 1 along Park Street in Central Park. Featuring vehicles from multiple agencies including the City of Palm Coast Public Works, Stormwater, Utility, and Fire Departments, Flagler County Fire Rescue, the National Guard, and even NASCAR. Benny Cope, Workforce Data Analyst at Public Works, City of Palm Coast.
We are beyond ecstatic to have the community-wide involvement from vendors looking to showcase their big rigs to families spreading the word. This event is back and bigger than ever with more than 75 vehicles on the roster.
Kids of all ages will have the chance to not only touch but hop right into the driver's seat of a dump truck, loader, pontoon, excavator, signal, bucket truck, fire ladder truck, SWAT vehicle, helicopter, and more for free. And a driving reminder that Park Street, Lake Avenue, and a part of City Place will be closed for the event. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Flagler County's bed tax has not been around all that long.
Here's Shelley Edmondson with Flagler County Tourism Tax Department.
We started collecting back in 2018. We collected roughly $2.7 million. The following year it was 2.8. The following year was 3.6. And this year we are slated to collect over $4.5 million.
Edmondson said that her office gets a portion of the total tax that a person pays when they get a hotel room, a bed and breakfast, or even a stay at a campground.
Our office collects the 5% tourist tax.
She said a tourist will pay 12% for a night's stay, and the state gets the other 7%. Real Estate Matters is on WNZF on Saturday mornings at 11 or anytime on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, short-term rental versus long-term rental. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.